Welcome to Know the Score with Decker and Dix. Don't forget to like us and follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Join us live Monday and Friday mornings, or sometimes Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and even an occasional Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, who knows? You can shoot us questions or just send us a comment to set Decker straight. Sit back, enjoy, Know the Score with Decker and Dix now.
Do you hear that sound?
Well,
that happened in Los Angeles at about 8:30.
Yeah, okay. For everybody out there in Packerland, and you shout
in La La Land.
Okay.
RELAX.
Relax.
So,
Hey, good for the Timberwolves. I mean, because you look at 2 through 8's a crapshoot.
yeah,
Or maybe even 1 through 8's probably a crapshoot. You look at Golden State last night.
yeah. They played a good game, but Golden State's got good players, man. I mean, I don't know.
And T-Wolves have been playing good, but then as of late they've been kind of
They're playing well. Well, anyways, welcome in. Welcome in to Know the Score with Decker and Dix. Happy Easter to all of you. Couldn't get on Friday. We were both busy with Good Friday stuff and all that sort of thing. I'm still kind of fighting this allergy cold thing. It must be a cold because Becky's sick now, and she's really kind of mad at me. I don't cough correctly. So.
Sorry for spreading my allergy to you.
I get in trouble.
I went to the doctor for my constant cough, and he said, it's probably allergies. And I'm not taking anything, and I haven't coughed in a while. So
he didn't say you were a dipshit.
Well, he said that when I walked in. But.
Well, there you go. Did he say, do you need me to check your colon today?
Yeah. No, I was good on that part.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, hey, a couple things I missed last week. Just had a young lady in my family named Gracie, turned 21. So we were able to celebrate that this past weekend and had a good time.
She survived?
She survived. Noah, our oldest boy, did not do the best. So he got with the drunkles and they took care of him. So
well, I was watching your video and what was up with that kid that threw the oar? What was he?
Oh, they were just down in the lake down there, just kind of having a good time. So that's my nephew.
He looked like he threw the oar like he wasn't going to go canoeing again or something.
No. So we had a good time. We were at my Becky's sister Heather, Jeff's house. We had a pretty good time. So it was fun. Had a good thing. So you had told me something earlier today about what happened in Colorado, and I just wanted to a young man that I went to elementary, junior high, and high school with passed away as well out in Colorado. And so just wanted to, when you got some mental health issues, buddy, you can always call me, right? You could call. We've been through it on our family as well. So people wanting to see Nolan. So
you're starting.
Yeah. So call somebody. I know it's tough. I know it's really, really tough. But if you're struggling, call me, call Nolan, call your buddy, call whoever, man. Just don't be afraid. You're not weak if you don't.
Yeah.
You're not a weak person. So rest easy, brother. We'll probably see him down the road somewhere. So that's all for me today. You got somebody that wants to talk to you.
Well, he just standing there now. So you got like 2 minutes. You can come up with something crazy.
Well, of course I can. What are you going to tell him? What are you going to tell him first?
I don't know yet.
All right.
But you update the NBA playoffs, and
I can update the NBA
playoffs. Lakers T-Wolves when I come back.
Okay, sounds good. So, kind of a busy sports weekend there. Even though being Easter weekend, I got to bring up the sports. Nolan's got somebody at his window that he needs to talk to. So, talking Timberwolves and the Lakers, it looks like the Timberwolves played a pretty darn good game. Wasn't able to watch it. I was out and about doing some other things, but so kind of kept my eye on it during the whole game and saw him really kind of working on it. So we got the Knicks and Pistons tonight. You all know how we feel about Detroit sports, so hopefully the Knicks will take a 2-game lead onto that. Got the Clippers Nuggets, probably going to be the best. I would say the Clippers Nuggets is probably going to be the best series, Nolan. What are your thoughts on that? Clippers Nuggets.
Clippers, yeah, that's going to be a good series.
Yeah, I just talked about the Piston Knicks, and hopefully the Knicks go up 2-0 tonight, so we don't have to hear Piston fans about how much they got robbed.
Well, that usually happens. I mean, if we were in the sports market of all these teams that lose, that's probably what you hear a majority of the time. But
true. So then tomorrow night we got Bucks Pacers. Pacers are up 1-0 on that. We got the Grizzlies and the Thunder. Thunder, I think, is probably the team to beat. Maybe.
Yeah.
Your thought? Maybe not. I don't know. And then what do we got? Golden State and Houston.
I had Golden State with a big win last night.
Golden State with a big win. Then we got the Magic Celtics. Celtics are up 1-0. And then we got the Heat and Cavaliers, where the Cavaliers are up 1-0. So
now, it's Cavaliers, Cleveland, they the 1 seed?
Oh, yes, they are, sir.
And Boston is 2.
Boston's 2. So
yeah.
There's a collision course going on there. So I just wanted to chat Minnesota Lakers. Woke up yesterday after the game, was listening to the Sports Center, and I was like, how great every team was until they got to the Lakers and the Timberwolves. And it was just like, well, the Lakers played well, but they just did, and you said it's just Minnesota, Chad, because Minnesota sports sucks. And I knew you were trying to get to me, but
I was poking the bear.
You were poking the bear.
Yeah.
But I was like, really? Come on, man. Wolves played pretty damn good ball that night, Nolan. And they got zero respect. And that's what's going to drive them to win this series in 5 games.
But the text that I sent you, though, had a lot of solidification, didn't it? I mean,
it did.
Look at.
Hey, I didn't respond because I knew what you were trying to do.
I know, and I look at, there was a meme out there the other day about Chicago. God, how did they word it? But they mentioned how the Blackhawks and the Bulls and the Bears and the Cubs and the White Sox, and they're like, Chicago's horrible for sports. They've been horrible. I was like, you could probably take a look at every professional city,
right,
and look at it and go, ooh. You look at Carolina, you look at Minnesota.
Yeah,
they're on a championship drought.
Well, they are, 90. Unless you count the Lynx, or the girls hockey team, professional hockey team, but they haven't won anything since 1991.
Yeah. So it's tough when you look at that. You look at Chicago. You look at what the Cubs the last time they won the World Series.
I just think it's
Bulls.
It's the small market stuff, buddy. They don't care.
No.
They don't. They just don't care.
Yeah.
Is there more viewers in LA than there is in Minnesota? Most likely.
Yeah.
Probably in LA alone, there's more viewers than there is in Minnesota.
True.
I don't know. Very little credit was given to the Wolves, just from what I saw on the national media. Then I went into X and everyone's like, "Yeah, they played a great game and they did this," and I looked at it and it was like they were up by like 20.
But this is all a LeBron narrative. I mean,
right.
It's all about LeBron. It's what they brought Luke in. Now they're the
and that's where it was like they were saying, well, the refs are going to help the Lakers win. But, I mean, I don't believe that, Nolan. I don't want to believe that.
Yeah.
I think we had 7 through the third period, was it? Third quarter. We had 7 fouls for us, and the Lakers had 21, and we were still kicking their butt. So then I saw somebody from Detroit saying, well, the rest, and I said,
but you remember last year, I think it was last year's playoffs or the year before, and I don't remember who the Lakers were playing. They might have been the Nuggets. But it's like the first night the Nuggets won by like 35. And I'm like, wow, we don't belong in this series.
Yeah.
Game 2, the Lakers won by 30. And I'm just like, okay, now Denver doesn't belong in this series.
Right.
So it's just crazy how, you watch sports teams, how good they are to how bad they can be on a given night.
Well, it's just like our podcast. I mean, some days we're great, and some days we're even better.
Sometimes we're A+, sometimes we're A-.
That
happens.
We get to where we need to be. So I don't know if the Wolves win tomorrow night. Is the series over?
No. It'll go 5. It probably could go 7. Actually, the 7-game series, right?
Okay. Yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
No, I can see. Depending on the other series, whether they'll go 7 or not.
Wait a minute. No. What are you saying here, buddy?
You know what I'm saying.
You got it. Is this it right here? This
No,
thing you sent me?
it's right over here.
I got it. I got the whole writings in there.
Yep.
So there you go.
We
Yeah,
both have the script, and we still don't gamble on sports anymore. So
That's right. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
no, I could see the Celtics. I could see a Celtics Denver final.
Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me if Denver gets in.
So let's see. How about these? How about the Lakers or the Timberwolves? How far do you see them going?
I think the
Whatever
winner out
team
of
wins.
the winner out of that series could. I mean, you're going to be playing the 2 seed, who was
Houston.
Yep.
Houston or
Maybe
Golden
Golden
State.
State.
You don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's most prime for an upset? Like a 4-5. I don't really see that as like
No.
an upset type thing. That's flipping a coin.
I don't believe in real big upsets anymore in the NBA.
Okay.
I mean, just the fact that the parity from 1 to 8 is
So would
crazy
you,
in the West.
So would you say if the Wolves did end up beating the Lakers, would that be an upset? According to the
No,
seedings,
I don't think it would.
it is. Yeah, but they finished one game behind LA in the standings. So
Yeah, but we were the 8th seed for 80% of the season too.
right.
And
So
then all of a
let's-
sudden we won 4 in a row, and now we're the 2 seed. It's like, whoa,
yeah.
how did that happen? And then we
So-
went to the 3 seed. So
So do you think home court advantage, my apologies, home court advantage helps or no?
I don't
In the NBA, I don't think it does.
think it does in the NBA.
I think it does in the NFL because you're going to Chicago in December.
Well, you go to Minnesota, you got
pretty loud in
95% of it's pretty loud in there.
It's pretty
I mean,
loud.
when you pump in that extra crowd noise, I mean that makes a lot of that makes a lot of difference.
You mean like this?
Yeah. Pumped in crowd noise to any stadium, and you're lying to me. Every stadium does it,
Well, there is that. I would give you that.
except for the game we went to. There was absolutely nope.
I think there was crickets on there.
I heard guys yelling from 103 over to 203. Hey,
Do you want another beer? Do you?
So,
that's pretty
yeah.
funny. Yeah, there you go. Good stuff. So my Twins, Rocco's gonna be the first manager fired. Telling you right now.
oh, we're bringing it out in April.
We're bringing it out in April.
You
Got
guys are
swept by the
7 and
Braves.
15. You guys are
Swept
falling
by
hard.
the Braves. Played crappy ball. Should have won Saturday's game. Couldn't do it. I don't know, Nolan. They got a damn good nucleus. They just can't put it together. So what happens when you can't put it together? What do you have to do?
So is it Rocco? Obviously, Rocco is a good chunk of it because of bullpen maintenance over the years. We've seen that. He's still kind of doing that a little bit. But I guess if I'm the GM,
A lot of it.
yeah. So if I'm the GM, if you're the GM of Minnesota and I'm Rocco, call me into the office. Go, okay. I see that you pull the starters in the 5th inning. We need to beef up our bullpen. We can't throw out a guy that's going to give up 6 runs and all of a sudden you're done with the game.
Yeah.
Dodgers have a heck of a bullpen. They can take guys out in the 5th inning, and they try to get to the 4th inning so they can go to their bullpen. So, I mean, you look at and don't even. I know you're gonna. I know where the mind's going right now.
I believe pull the pitcher when he's doing crappy. I get that. I'm
Yep.
for that. But
Yep.
if he's went 5 innings and he's like got 2 hits and 1 run, let him go out again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
We've already dumped like 3 pitchers that we've started the year with, and now we're bringing up other. It's just like that's just not the way to do a team. You got to build that confidence in them. And if you keep moving guys up from the minors to the majors and then sending them back up, I mean, I get injuries too, Nolan. I understand that, but
yeah.
they had their chance. There was a lot of bullpen help out there this year, and they just didn't do it. Oh, we got a good bullpen. What are you doing?
You got to spend money, and Minnesota can spend money.
Well, they can, and then now the poll ads are trying to sell. Who knows what that means, whatever. I don't know.
But you're on TV this year, so that's
true.
people were excited at the beginning of the year. Hey, I can finally watch my Twins, and now it's just like, yeah, turning them off.
Well, I don't want to watch it because they stink.
Yeah.
But they'll get better. you know, Royce is still out. They got a couple guys that are hurt, so hopefully we can get them back. And, you know, I've been critical of Rocco. This would be third year in a row now, right?
Well,
So-
however long the podcast has been running.
Do I have a good reason to be, sir? Am I now? I'm now on the good side of like Nolan saying, yeah. Now they'll rip off like 15-game win streak, and I'll be like, okay, Rocco's the best manager ever.
But
So
we also saw that with, if you remember, Dave Roberts
yeah,
was foolish with, he kept pitchers in too long. And now that he has a bullpen, I think he has a little bit more. But he
Okay.
did that to Kershaw numerous times.
let's go. I'm gonna take you on a little managerial ride, Nolan. Okay,
All right, here we go.
here's Rocco. Here's Dave. Here's Dave Roberts.
Ah, well.
It's a long way to the top, brother.
Yeah.
So, and again, coaching, your coaches, your bench coach, your pitching coach, and all that have something to do with it as well. So I think, and the Dodgers aren't afraid to write the check too.
Yeah,
I think that they got a little bit of this going on.
they do. They do.
I
And
just can't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. It would tough to be a manager in the major leagues because now you're getting these younger managers in that are younger than some of the players.
Right.
You know, kind of don't tell me how to do it. I've been doing it for 10 years. You've been coaching
Right.
this long, you know.
Yeah.
So I think there'd be a lot of egos to deal with. Man, it would be tough to be a major league manager and walk out and pull Kershaw after 5 innings. you know.
Well,
But-
I mean, let's look at the old guys like TK. He would, you know, he was a no nonsense guy. TK
Yep.
only got kicked out twice in his entire managerial career.
Yeah.
and
then you
now,
go over
like,
to Gardenhire.
Gardenhire is like the league leading whatever.
Yeah, he
But,
was the
like,
complete opposite.
You know, Sparky Anderson is a guy that I remember. You know, Detroit and Cincinnati. I mean, he was always like, you
I
just
love Marky Anderson and Billy Martin. Those two managers.
guys were great.
All right, what's Billy Martin going to do this? You know?
Right. What about like LaRussa? I mean, I know he coached some of the teams that you
Yeah.
went against, but just a good manager. Wasn't afraid to say, you know, Rocco doesn't say anything. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, come on, just say you stink and we need to go, you know, I don't know if they need to have the closed door meeting players only or what, but
Well, we're starting to compare.
excuse me.
We're starting to compare, like the GOAT debate. We're starting to compare. Would LeBron be able to play against Bill Limb? No, he wouldn't be able to. He'd get the snot beat out of him. I wouldn't care how big he is. He'd also be a bruiser as well.
He'd be an average. Would he be an average? He'd be an above average player
He'd be above average.
because
Yeah.
he would have
Oh, yeah.
played. He would have played that game, so he would have
Yeah.
been okay. I think that would happen. Like, but
Yeah.
the NFL, the guys are just bigger than hell now.
Well, yeah, they're bigger, but baseball coaching, and I mean, it's the 80s and 90s and the 70s are. We're
Well,
watching.
they played amazing ball. Look at Pete Rose at the All-Star game.
Yeah, we're
About
watching.
catcher.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
look at people that are in their 50s and 60s and 70s saw awesome basketball.
today's
awesome
sports is
baseball.
watered down. It's
Yeah,
watered down.
awesome baseball. Football was, man, when you could tune in on a Sunday afternoon and watch Joe Montana and Jerry Rice and Roger
Yeah.
Craig, it's just like, yeah.
You know?
And then now you tune in and you're watching somebody and it's like, well, yeah, we got a 3-back running back committee here. We don't want to wear out so-and-so with more than 12 carries.
Yeah. There you go.
And it's a pass first offense or whatever it is. But, you know, back in the day, it was, you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
It was
Guys played hurt. Guys
beat
played
up
with
or get beat up.
concussions.
Yeah.
Guys played with concussions. I mean,
Yeah.
it's great. It's great. So, but
Well,
All
we
right,
were
my
treated
brother.
to
Go
good
ahead.
sports back in the day.
When we were, and I can't
And
disagree.
not
There's some
saying-
good
yeah.
games going on right now.
Yeah, not saying
There's-
this regime going through is bad, but
Yeah.
you know, and I look at ticket prices. I look at just overall inflation, but it's like, you know, when you want to go to a ball game, it's just like, so for an example, I'm looking at Minnesota Lynx tickets.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing Dallas September 1st. And
Your daughter
Izzy
Izzy's a huge
Yep.
girl with a WNBA.
Paige, yeah,
Yep.
she wants to go watch Paige. I'm thinking, yeah, let's do it. So I flip on, tickets are like $260 a piece, and I'm like, a little steep, but you know what? That'd be kind of a cool trip out.
That's easy.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna check some other stadiums. So I checked Phoenix, which you can fly right to Phoenix.
Yep.
$36 tickets, pretty much in the whole stadium. I mean,
Really?
it was.
Wow.
There was. I mean, when you got down to lower deck, you were probably maybe 100 something. But I'm thinking, now how can they charge that in Phoenix, and you got to charge this in Minnesota or this in Chicago or this in LA?
So say Paige Beckers was from Phoenix. How much do you think those tickets would be?
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Check any other game. How much is it going to be?
Yeah. Oh, there were some others like that were close, not close, but
Caitlin Clark comes to town. I'm sure they jack the prices up.
yeah.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
you could fly to Phoenix, buy the ticket now, fly to Phoenix, and in 2 months, if Paige Beckers is going off, the prices are going to go up. You know that, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you got to make smart choices. But
Yeah.
that's not something you've been accustomed to for a while.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, I mean, it'd be different if probably I lived in Minnesota. I mean, if I lived in Minnesota, I would be like, and me living in North Dakota, I can say, not going to the game.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Not a season ticket holder, so I'll watch it on TV.
There you go.
I mean, that comes to a point too. It's like we talk about somebody says, we should go to the Final Four. I'm like, either that or I can watch it on TV and then go straight to bed afterwards.
So,
and not have to drive or fly home.
So knowing what we know now from our Vikings Bears game, that was 12-10 and probably the most boringest game of all time. Would we go again?
I would have stayed home that day. Oh, yeah,
Would you?
I would have definitely stayed. If I'd have known it was 12-10, yeah, I didn't matter if the Bears won or lost. But like,
it was
you know,
a pretty rough game, brother. That
It
was
was.
a pretty rough game. So
no, going to games in person is cool.
no, my daughter had
just-
a good time. I had a good time with you.
Yeah.
I mean, it was more about the company than it was
But it's
the actual
crazy.
game.
Yeah, but it's crazy how all these stadiums are filled.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, you look at Major League Baseball. I was watching the other day. I flipped through 3 channels, and I'm like, on a Saturday afternoon, it was packed. Well, you've got the cities that can cover the 45,000 people.
Right.
You know, that's why they always say that when the tickets go, people are like, well, we're going to boycott. Let's boycott. Well, if you 45,000 boycott, there's going to be another 45,000 that go, I'll go. So there's never any boycotting games because of ticket prices.
No, right.
You know?
Right. No, I got
There's
it.
always going to be somebody that's going to go, whether the stadium's half filled or it's fully filled. It's
Okay. So here we go. I got to go for a meeting, but I'm going to read you this. So the Pope passed away, as we know, right?
yes.
So I reached out to one of my favorite Catholic people that I know. You're Catholic, right?
Yep.
Okay. I said,
I'm
"Who's
not
the
your favorite, obviously.
Well,
No.
I think this person that I talked to has got a little bit more knowledge in the Catholic Church.
There you go.
Just
I
saying.
will agree with you on that. Yes.
Her and her family have met the Pope.
Oh,
So yes, they were over there one time and met him. So she's given me 4 options for who the next Pope is going to be. So we're gonna give it a shot here. See, and this is, I said, his chances of an American Pope, and she said there's always a chance, but it's unlikely right now. So there's Cardinal Sarah, which that's his last name is Sarah, Cardinal Parlian, Cardinal Gregory, and Cardinal Kupik. And Gregory is a U.S. Cardinal. So what are you going to pick? If you had to pick today, Nolan, who is it going to be?
oh, jeez.
I'm sure there's odds out there, isn't there? Can you bet on who the next Pope is going to be?
I'm sure you probably can somewhere.
Yes. So
But on this Easter Monday, I'm not going to go into the betting site and take a look. But we'll wait till
we can do it on Friday or Thursday when we do our draft special.
yeah. And when do they appoint? Do they do they not call it a point? I don't know.
So they go, the Pope's got to be buried in like 3 to 4 days, and then they go into the conclave for 15 to 20, which I don't know what that means. I just saw it on the news this morning.
Oh, okay.
So
You're spitting out knowledge that
I am spitting out knowledge that my friend has sent me. So I said, I want to bedazzle my Catholic buddy with my Pope knowledge.
North
which I
Dakota
think
is getting a new bishop. The bishop here is retiring.
Since you didn't even know about it, I think I bedazzled you, didn't I? You're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're checking to see if he's still alive or not. It's not April Fool's, buddy. It's legit.
I just found out here on X this morning that Paul McCartney died like 30 years ago, and he was replaced by another guy. So,
yeah.
No.
By Mac Paulcarthy is what his name was. But yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
Something like that.
I don't believe that.
And then there's Pete Best. You know who he is?
No.
He's the fifth Beatle.
Oh.
He was the drummer before he got booted, and they brought in Ringo.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah, brother. Don't you know anything about the Beatles?
I prefer Ringo's name over Pete.
Ringo's pretty good dude.
Ringo sounds a little bit better.
Stellar. All right, buddy. I do have to go.
All right, we're gonna try to shoot for Friday. Is that where or Thursday?
No, we're gonna do Thursday because I think we can. I can do it Thursday morning. Pretty sure.
Thursday morning draft day. Official draft day is on Thursday. So
it's gonna be interesting. I got a few surprises. How about you?
Face to face.
No.
Silver spoons, hoping to find we're two of a kind.